Hello, everybody. We're going to have an easy like Sunday morning. I am. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. This is kind of a late reading, but it is for Sunday. But it's for whenever you find the message. Uh, Today is 4/4 of 2024, which is a 17. Cue the card, which is also an 8. So I got a couple angel messages. The 8 is abundance and prosperity. We got quite a few eights today. It's universal aligning, bringing material rewards and blessings. There's going to be some information in these cards, how they pulled out. There is a lot of really deep negative energy going on, and we have to really put a massive protection bubble around us right now because we are going to be the ones that get the brunt of it because we are the light workers and the baddies don't like the light workers. So I hate to tell you, we are a target for anything that is not of good. So we are going to be bashed, mauled, beat up, and tormented by anyone in the vicinity that's got some negative shit going on. So just protect yourself right now. It's it is what it is, but it's going to get worse before it gets better because they're going to pull out everything. They're going to go after your friends, your family, everybody that can get to you because that's what they want. And don't let it. Just walk away, meditate, sleep, do whatever you got to do to get the hell away from it. Okay, let's see now. I'm going to read the 8 out of the Soul Helper Oracle. 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time, should you want it to do so. Number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. I don't think we're going to have any calm in the next I'd say month or two. It's going to be turmoil, especially for us. It's going to be like little firecrackers ricocheting all around us from the energy of whatever the hell's out there because they don't want us to do anything. They don't want us to come on. They don't want us to talk to people. They don't want to be positive. That's what it is. So now we are playing a game. Manifestation is really, really important right now, and so is meditation. Um, clearing your mind and zeroing everything out, going to zero negativity on the meditation is very important. I'm finding it easier and easier when my mind is in turmoil or things are happening around me. I can clear out and void it easier now that I've meditated longer. When you first start, it'll be harder to do that, but you really have to zero all the material thoughts of the 3D world and everything that's going through your head. Uh, I watched something the other day and it was really interesting. I've got to finish watching it, but I said this a couple of years ago to somebody, and I've said it to a few other people, and they just kind of look at me like I'm a nut. I have this feeling that we are dreaming. I think we are going into dream states. I think we are going into different dimensions, and everything is like what we're manifesting it to be. And if we can't get out of that, like if you're stuck in like this dream world where it's on the 3D planet, we have to get through that. Uh, it's the old. We're trying to hang on to the old. We're trying to hang on to what we know. We don't want to step out of the box. We don't want to step out of our comfort zone. But it's everything's changing, and we can't stop it. And we don't know what it's going to be like at the end of this wild journey. So now I hope you got your coffee. I got my cards. We got cards and coffee, and we're going to take a journey today. I'm going to read the Soul Helper Oracle first. I've been doing that because, I think we need to do a little bit of a direction. I'm going to jump out of my box that's normal, and I'm going to go a little different direction with us. We got the number 39, which is an 11, which is a master number. And the time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgiveness, forgive yourself, and begin to love yourself just as you are. People will make us feel, and we will make it, actually, we will make ourselves feel worse than someone else will make us feel because they don't know your story. And even if they think they know your story, they don't know how you feel about that story. They can't jump into your skin. They can try to tell you how you are, what you think, what you want. We can all do that. We can tell somebody how they are and how we perceive them as our opinion. Okay. And it's their opinion, and they're allowed to have their opinion. But I've got to the point where if it's a negative energy coming at me, I don't hold on to it. Just let it go. It'll go away after a while, and it won't matter anymore. It'll be like a poof. We have to release the guilt. It's time. This 3D matrix of life has really made guilt trips constantly 24/7 on us, and we shouldn't feel that way ever. You have done something wrong. You have made a wrong decision or allowed your baser emotions to lead you astray. But you now have the inner greatness, the self-awareness, the ability to be true to yourself, to recognize this. But have you also asked for forgiveness? Whatever is weighing you down in your past or present, whatever makes you feel small or bad, whatever you are remorseful about, now is the time to transform it. Mistakes are made so we can mature, so we can learn from them and grow. The time has now come to forgive yourself. You have drawn this card because you have been feeling remorse or even shame, perhaps only recent or for some time. However, it is okay. You have recognized it and you are sorry. So forgive yourself so that you can return to your soul path and continue on it cheerfully and with a light heart. Begin to love yourself just as you are, with all your weaknesses and strengths. The more you accept yourself and acknowledge every side to your nature, the more complete and fulfilled you will be. Get rid of all your emotional baggage, show yourself kindness and mercy, and start to love yourself completely from now on. This love will then lead you to new dimensions. Conduct a small forgiveness ritual. The time has come to release all feelings of guilt and shame. The darkness never stops spinning its web in an attempt to catch and paralyze us, spreading its vast vibrations and weaving them around us and ensnaring us. Recognize this and free yourself from the web. Humility and repentance are good, but do not become trapped in them. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animals, the J, the healing crystal is the pearl, the herbal essence oil is damask rose, and the number is 3. And that is a divine number. That's the Trinity, and this will be a divine message. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love them and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number reaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, energy, the overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yes, it is a divine message. And this is a beautiful card. If you look, she looks like she's had enough of the world. She's got a beautiful purple dress on, which is like passion, and it's also intuition. She's got a little bird on her knee, and her arms are down and her head's down. She's got flowers in her hair. I mean, it's a beautiful day, but she just looks so sad. She looks like she's worn and just done with the world. But it's time to let that go. If we feel done with the world, it's just time to let that part go. Don't hang on to it. Okay, now we have the Messenger Oracle. I knew where this reading was going today because there is some heavy, heavy energies out there right now. The first one we got was Challenge Your Perception, and this is an amazing card. It's got the gold all over, the pink and the golden sword, and white feathers, which means our angels, our guardian angels are always around us, and so is our spirit guides and our ancestors. Whatever we do in a day, we are being watched. It's like Big Brother. They're all watching what we're doing. We can't get away with anything because they see all. You cannot challenge an outdated perception or one born from a lack of understanding. If you are unwilling to put aside your feelings and beliefs and embrace another's point of view, to do so make you aware of the whole and stand you up on high, where you can see that both parties involved in a dispute can act against an injustice. Both can be right, both can be wrong, and what one may perceive to be harmful may be seen as both healing and beneficial by the other. Yeah, perception is very tricky because we all have different perceptions. We can see the same thing, we can hear the same story, and we can feel a different way about it. Isn't it amazing? But that's what life is, because we are very unusual and we're very unique. And if somebody's trying to make you not unique, walk away. Do not fear the unknown, and the unknown is coming whether we want to accept it or not. And that's the worst part of it, is the unknown. The ugly is not always bad and evil, and the beautiful not always good and just. Failure is not predetermined, nor is it a given that others laugh at you if you choose to follow your dreams. It is your fear of the unknown that makes you question and judge. Do not let another's experience be the truth that guides you. Do not allow your fear of an unknown outcome to hold you prisoner. Your own experience could be both different and rewarding. Live. Yeah, if we're walking around in somebody else's footsteps, listening to what they don't want to do, and blah, 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 but you might want to do it. So you both have different perceptions. Like your whole family could love something and you could be like, well, I don't like it. So we got to work on things right now. We have to see what we both like and what we don't like. Know your fears. You have fears both big and small. Some fear is felt for good reason. It serves to remind you to be cautious and not to take foolish and dangerous risks. Other fears you feel are but shadows that you have made real and given substance. They serve only to make you doubt yourself, to question your good judgment, to fear success, to restrict and to limit. Look within, know your fears, shine a light upon them, and see them for the shadows and mists that they are. Yeah, sometimes we make things way more than it really is. Okay, now I think that would be the last one I will read from those, and we will go on to the Dreams of Gaia. The Dreams of Gaia had distinct messages today. And I thought was interesting was we got a 17. Today was 17, but cue the card, it was an 8, which is infinity. And then we got the journey card, was the first one that came out, which is a 17. Cue the card. And we've had this journey card so many times because we are on a journey of discovery. We're trying to discover what we never knew. We're trying to remember what we always knew, but was suppressed and hidden from us. So yeah, our journey is amazing right now. It's so mind-boggling and informative, and you want to share it with everybody, but they look at you like you're not there. We can't share this stuff with everybody. It just isn't going to happen right now. Not everybody. A lot of people are old school. They're not going to change much. I just talked to my stepmother today, and my dad, she got pink Himalayan salt, and she got the Celtic salt because he loves salt, and they took it away from him. And salt is good for you, but not the bad salt. So he's seen the pink salt, and he doesn't have good vision, but at least he can see colors. And he didn't really want to eat it because he says that's not salt. It's pink. So she says, I can't wait to try the Celtic salt. So he's getting there, but she gave him the bad salt. And I said, don't do that. Put it in a shaker where he doesn't notice it, because he wants to shake the heck out of it because he doesn't see it because it's pink. I don't know, but yeah, old school. People don't like to change at all. But this is going on change, and we are going on a journey. We are creating our experience. Our character is shaped by our past, and that's the leveling up. How does your past influence you? Are you reliving your past in the present? Smile over the good and make peace with the bad. Choose quality experience. I find that when I went through the dark night of the soul, and I see a lot of people going through the dark night of the soul, but they're not there. I mean, they're just starting. When I went through it, I don't think about the bad past anymore. When people bring it up, like they want to bring it up in your face or something like that, I really don't care about it because it's so over with. And when I did that, I just released it all. I don't care. I don't, it doesn't matter to me anymore. It's like old shoes that you just want to throw away and give to Goodwill. You just don't care. Act with reason and purpose. Avoid involvement in unwanted conflict. Create happy memories. Learn from your journey. Don't make your truths a prison. This day is yours to shape. We need to start creating our world. Uh, it starts with us. I keep telling everybody it starts with them, but everybody wants to keep picking on everybody else and saying, "Oh, you got to do this," but they don't want to work on themselves. So we are not going to all evolve right away. There's something stopping it. Well, the baddies are stopping them. So the journey card represents the first of the 8 influences card. Your your life journey, your past is made up of choices, experience, and moments that have shaped and created the person you are in the present. You are the sum total of all that you have experienced, and your journey and the person it has manifested plays a foundational role in every choice and decision you make. Your journey has influenced your personality and character. You have been shaped by your success and failures, triumph and mistakes, heartbreaks and healing. The moment you have been alone and the moments you have shared with others, your journey has shaped your likes and dislikes, your bias, your beliefs, and has governed all actions. If you look back at your life, you will see that you have moved through from one moment and experience to the next. You have faced obstacles and overcome them, and you have had moments that have brought you so low you did not believe that you could continue to live. You have had your heart broken and believe it would never heal, but it did. And once it healed, you then traveled forward to the next moment, forever changed. The choice you made from the point onwards were influenced by what the past taught you. You have also experienced times of intense joy and bliss where the moment has been perfect. You have loved with every fiber of your being and laughed until you cried. These moments have also had their influence, for they have made you lighter in spirit and moved you forward. The journey card represents the life you have led and will lead, and how it has shaped you, changed you, created you, and influenced every choice you have ever made and will make, and every experience you have ever had and will ever have. You can see that there's two doorways, the unknown, the dark, and the light. Uh, the dragonfly is going into the light, but there is also a butterfly that is lit up going into the darkness. How do we know that the darkness is bad and the light is good? He's looking at the light. We've always said we're going to go to the light, but how do we know that? That's not good. We don't. We really don't. It's like a polarity. It looks like it's negative versus positive, but both of them could be positive and both of them could be negative. So there you go. The eyes will play tricks on you looking at something. Okay, now the clarifier for that is the 8 of Swords. We got a lot of eights. That's what I said, and that's restriction. 8 means change, and the 8 sees you on the brink of that change as you realize the way you're being restricted by your circumstances at work, in a relationship or project. The card often shows a relationship on lockdown because one of you is not free to make a commitment. An additional meaning is being bound by too much responsibility. Get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what others think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of the demands of others. Yeah, this is separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibilities, and change. Yeah, if you ever felt like you're choked to death by somebody else around you, people, your family, your friends, whatever, walk away and breathe. because people can choke you to death. They can just suck everything out of you just because they want to. So be careful with that. Right now we've got some really dark energy. Okay, and I can't phrase that enough. And I noticed the perfection card. That was interesting because we got the Four of Water the other day, but it was reversed. Now we got the Four of Water where it's not reversed. And if you look at him, he is far from perfect. He's got one eye missing. He's got a big scar on his face, a couple scars. He's been at war and he's looking at like the third eye with the two faces. And he's telling himself something, even though he's scarred, he has one eye, people may think, oh my goodness, what happened to this guy? And pick out all her, there's a lot of people that love to pick out imperfections on people because they don't want their imperfections to be pointed out. Now, this one is saying you are beautiful. Be aware of weaknesses, but focus on strengths, mistakes, and opportunities to learn. Let go of ideal of perfection. Love yourself for who you are, happiness at another's expense, the emotional cost of your actions. The Four of Water stands before you with great confidence and awareness. Despite his scarred appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses, and during his lifetime, has made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgive himself. Instead of holding on to feelings of shame, regret, and guilt, every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presents him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weaknesses, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness. And even when life offers an experience that scars, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his belief, his self-belief, or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws. Rather, he accepts them for what they are, parts of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. The Four of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. Do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them, instead seeing them as something that gives you depth and character? Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You would shine like the sun if you would accept them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of who you are. It is time to let go of an idea that to be perfect is to be without flaw. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career, or the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, and every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and the potential to fail or go awry. Release that perfection is a paradoxical state that exists only when there is a peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The Four of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequacy or discomfort. You are in the moment, everything you are meant to be, and so much more. Love yourself without condition. Yeah, I love that card. And if someone's putting conditions on you, tell them to kick rocks. Seriously. I'm so sick of people thinking they're almighty perfect. You need to just kick them off their little pedestal, knock them around a little, well, maybe push them a little bit away from you and walk away because that is toxic. Okay, now we have the 21, the world, which is a 3, regeneration. So after the imperfection, the restrictions, we've got regeneration, the world. Ocean fish symbols of the soul, swim in a circle. Their flashing bodies could be the leaves of a laurel wreath, an emblem of success, reward, and celebration. Yet this wreath is alive, and the fish continually swim in their circle, signifying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. In the center is a merman who is master of his ocean, home, and of his destiny. He smiles at us, radiating bliss and contentment. The world shows that your life is regenerating and renewed as you finally find the success you seek and celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. The card also shows the completion of a phase, such as meeting a target or goal or finalizing a house, move, or other major projects. The world often comes up in a reading to signify a relationship landmark, such as a wedding anniversary or renewing vows. There are opportunities to travel now, and if you are single, have romantic adventures too. Celebrate what you have achieved and embrace new opportunities. You will be full of energy and motivation. The world is your oyster. Success, completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. Yeah, that is a great card. We are going through so much right now. There is so many levels to this timeline that we're going through because we this is the great awakening. We are awakening to so much that sometimes it becomes like what's true and what's false. So sometimes I think the most things we have to do is use our intuition. Our intuition is very important. It usually gives us the proper information. And we got the Four of Air. This guy is like order for your environment. He banishes clutter, he cleans house, he creates structure in your day. Follow a routine, keep a time budget. If you truly want something, you will make it time for it. Limit distractions and time wasted. Weed out bad habits, remove negative influences. The Four of Air symbolizes the importance of ordering your environment and giving your day structure, especially if you have specific goals or projects you wish to perform and complete. Routines are our daily habits. The things that we do on a daily basis give structure and order. You know, I'm going to say this with this guy, he's the clutter and chaotic environment can give rise to a clutter and disorganized mind, and a mind that is unable to follow a routine that is conducive to productivity. The Four of Air suggests establishing order in your life by removing the clutter. Establish a pattern and regular cleaning. Put things back where they belong after use so they are there the next time you need them. I hate when somebody moves something out of its place and I can't find it. That drives me nuts. There's a place for everything, and nobody realizes that. They took it out of the place and they don't even remember where they got it, I guess. It's like the walking, I'm sleepwalking or something. I don't know. Keep your paperwork in order, even make a place in your life for the unexpected and unanticipated. That way, even chaos does not have too much of an impact on your peace of mind or prevent you from doing what needs to be done. Does your routine make space for your goals and projects? When we want to make real headway, it helps us if our daily routine includes a suitable amount of time set aside to work on those things that are truly important to us. If you want to complete a project, working in an order and routine manner will help you progress by establishing a pattern of consistency and will result in success and timely completion. If we want a Garden of Eden on earth, if we want to create that, we have to start with our home. If your home looks like an all year flea market, you need to fix it. Sell the flea market stuff, take it to the spring cleaning dump and get rid of it. Because if you don't make your home look beautiful, then that's the part of Garden of Eden that is not the Garden of Eden. It's, I don't know, the takeout trash bin. Oh, my nose is bleeding again. I think I scratched myself in my sleep the other night. Okay, all you do is scratch your nose all the time. The pollen is hideous here. My husband's sneezing and has congestion. His mother sneezed like forever, and so my nose is itching all the time. I either scratch my nose off or I didn't dream. Yeah, clutter is, and I'll tell you a little hint to stop bleeding immediately, a tea bag. Keep tea bags on hand, generic tea bags, whatever kind of tea bag, Lipton, whatever. If you ever are starting to bleed a lot and you can't stop the bleeding, get a tea bag. It'll work for nosebleeds, mouth, body, everything. They're great, amazing. That's my little helpful hint. So yeah, he is telling us that uh we need to get our place in order because our place is going to be part of the Garden of Eden and we don't want junk in our yard. So get it out, get it going, get it clean. Poof, like magic. I always said I watched a hoarder show one time and that was enough. I would have literally cleared everybody out of the house, every animal, everything. I would have lit a match and I would have walked away. I would have been the woman with the fire behind her because I wouldn't even have cleaned it. I would have said, nah. Psht. One less place like that. Okay. Now, um, we also got the high priest. And this is wisdom because, we've been leveling up. Everything we learn is a level up. Every bad, every good, everything. It's leveling up. It's learning from mistakes. Some people learn, some people don't. They just keep making mistakes. So it all depends on when they're going to stop and when they're going to learn. Orthodox religion, marriages, ceremonies, wisdom, and powerful leadership are the gifts of the high priest. A man of learning, the high priest suggests that education may be an option for you now. He also predicts unity in two ways, in body, mind, and soul. So you feel connected to your intuition and close to your guides. And secondly, he represents the unity of two people as they come together as one. An additional meaning of this card is convention and tradition, but if this isn't for you, you may feel restricted by another's traditional beliefs. Listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you towards a new educational path, belief, or teacher. On the first card in the journey card, didn't we get restriction? Yeah, we got restriction. There's something, and a lot of us are restricted by things, people, places, things that we're doing, things that we don't like. Really take a good look at your life. Remember the movie P.S. I Love You. Look at what she did. She made a whole list of things that were like private eye, blah, blah, blah. And she became something that she absolutely loved, a shoe designer. And it was just by accident. So find out your passion and see what it is. It may be something you've never looked at. It may be something that you absolutely love to do, but you never thought of doing it as a career or getting some educational, because we are all going to be in Earth School trying to learn everything that they lied about in the truth. So that is, yeah, that's a good card. Now we got one more card and we got the Angel of Ocean, and she is a 14, which is a 5. And this is healing. And we are going to heal. I'm going to manifest that for the universe. I want the healing technology released. The patents were released by President T, and they never came out because boob nuts in there now. And so I'm just going to manifest that by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be frequency, light, and sound healing because we are all energy. This is the card of the healer, negotiator, manager, or parent who must soothe the tempest of demands to keep the peace. To do this, you may need the patience of a saint or an angel to support you. The angel of the ocean asks you to look to your spiritual side to see the lessons your situation offers you, rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by their complaints or needs. An additional meaning is healing past trauma, balancing mind and body, or balancing your finances. So budgeting and financial planning, may take priority now. Also, the angel of ocean can be a sign of angelic guidance. Know that your angels are here to protect you through this demanding time. You'll need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. Balance, reconciliation, patience, flow, compassion, finance, and angels. Yeah, they're always with us. We know that. We get angel messages all the time. So, and our ancestors are there. We know that we've got the elders. Okay, now we've got the practical magic. And I thought this was an interesting card. 17, key the card, connect with the land custodian. We just got Mr. Clutter, which is declutter your world, because we want the Garden of Eden. You know, we want the paradise on earth. And we got, today is the 17, and the 8, infinity. We read the 8. And we had 17 and 17 and 17. We had 3 17s today. That's a good sign, okay? Forge a relationship with nature and the spirit and power of the land where you live, which will strengthen you and bring you back to yourself. The natural world lifts the spirits, calms the mind, soothes the soul, and gives perspective. It takes you outside of your limited perception, while also reconnecting you to the deepest parts of your inner self. Life can be draining and discouraging. It can break you down and tear you apart. But in the wildness, peace, and beauty of nature, and tiny pieces of you will take shape again. You'll feel lighter, stronger, and calmer, and whole once more. Immersing yourself in nature is good for the body as well as the soul. In addition to reducing depression and anxiety and alleviating stress, anger, fear, and feelings of isolation, it has also been found to lower high blood pressure, decrease the risk of diabetes and heart disease, and increase physical well-being. Walking through a forest, diving into the ocean, sitting in the sunshine, pottering in the garden, even if it's just nurturing a potted plant on your balcony, can transport you to another state of being and transform your mood. And you don't even have to physically be there. Simply looking at a picture of nature or playing a record of forest sounds and imagining yourself there can decrease stress levels, inducing a feeling of tranquility and boost physical health. When this card appears, it's a message that your body, your heart, and your spirit are in need of nurturing. It's time to pause, breathe, and go outside. A large-scale study found that those who spend just 2 hours a week in nature, forests, beaches, fields, even green spaces like city parks, experience better physical and mental health than those who don't. And scientists now believe that time in nature is essential for optimum physical health. In Japan, Shinrin Yoko, or forest bathing, a beautiful poetic term for walking in the woods, is prescribed by health practitioners, and it's now being utilized in a growing number of health. Wait a minute. It's prescribed by health practitioners, and it's now being utilized in a growing number of other countries too. In the US, some doctors are prescribing time in nature or decrease the burden of chronic disease and increase health and wellness. There is a growing understanding that being removed from nature can result in a wide range of health issues, attention difficulties, and behavioral problems. This even has an official name, nature deficient disorder. There is also a deeper magic to connect with the spirit of the land where you live and the people who have looked after it for millennium. For traditional owners and indigenous custodians, their connection to the country informs all parts of their lives, from their spirituality, health, and culture to their law, lore, identity, and family. Many ancient cultures have a basic tenet of sacred reciprocity, and understanding that everyone has a responsibility to care for the earth and live in harmony with it. Nature will nurture you, but it's a two-way relationship, and you must be a good steward. This beautiful planet needs our protection and our help to not exploit the resources that sustain us. So start to walk more gently upon it. When you draw this card, it is a call for you to step up and take action to defend it. Nature is mother, healer, guide, nurture, and power. She is part of you, wild and strong. She offers healing and connection with the world and with your own wild heart. Whether you live in the countryside, the bush, by the ocean, or in the city, there is always a way to find a little piece of the natural world and soak up its healing powers. Spending time in nature strengthens you and brings you back to yourself. Connecting with the land where you live helps renew and reveal your true self. The wisdom you hold within and the answers you already know. It is the basis of magic and a vital source of well-being in physical, spiritual, and emotional health. I love that card. And she is holding her torch. She's got her glow. She's got her bird. She's got her heart. It's a stone like around her neck. She's got the kangaroo with its little baby in its pouch and the black swan in the background. The black swan. Interesting. I wonder when we're going to have the black swan event. That should be interesting. We have a few more things going on out there, and I think it's going to be pretty much over. We're coming to the, and I can't believe people are still doing the election prep. I think it's so rigged, it's scary. Okay, angels and ancestors, oracle guides. This got a lot of nature stuff too. Druid, hold the space. The old wise man with his staff and his crystal up there and his feathers off of his staff. Oh, I never noticed he's got a tattoo on his arm of a snake. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of Britain's Ireland and France. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known of their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. That's a good card. Considering the cards that we got in this, I thought was interesting. We got Mother Earth. Feel love and conformed. She's beautiful. She's got the butterflies all around her. She's got the crescent moon on her third eye, the world in her belly, giving birth to the nature and nation. Allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Earth Mother, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy presented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. behind her can help you adapt as the change of life comes your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know the Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any astral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You're being guided to make choices that are based on love. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. I love the Earth Mother card. And we got the Hermit, retreat and recharge. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation, inspired by the wandering men of India known as the Sadbus. In the Hindu tradition, it represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within. And if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave dweller, Sadba, on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. The Hindu Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process, so retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. Yeah, that's a good message for us. I think these are all really so far tonight. It's so funny how the cards just kind of flow out together and all combined, they all tell a story. And the story comes out perfectly how it was supposed to. There is no coincidence when you channel things. We got the seer, see beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration and focus on love. Most, if not all, traditions have a seer in some shape or form. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change. Therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. That's a good message for us. We got 2 cards in the Divine Master. And because of what they were when they came out together, I kept them. The first one we got was Lady Nada, expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And she's got that pink heart coming out of her chest, and she is in meditation. She is all energy. Lady Nada is an embodiment of divine love. She is one of the leaders of the Karmic Board and a member of the Council of Light, and is dedicated to bringing Christ consciousness to Earth. In the Aura Soma healing system, Lady Nada's bottle is the divine counterpart to the Christ. Her mission is to help the human race embody divine love. Lady Nada is an aspect of Mary Magdalene. Some believe she's Mary's higher self, who helped her tap into the teacher within. Lady Nada has had many incarnations and was one of the high priestess of Atlantis. Those drawn to her or her mission are likely also to have had incarnations in Atlantis or similar ancient civilizations. When Lady Nada comes to you, your heart is ready to expand. It is open wide for you to experience and embody divine love. This is a powerful opportunity to heal your past traumas regarding relationships. I got a little rip in my book. That's not cool. Relationships and emotional letdowns. The journey of self-respect that you have been on is leading to a genuine experience of self-love and self-acceptance. This is in turn will lead to a feeling of liberation. Within you is a great love, a love that is eternal and therefore will never die. Know that this is a mighty love, and it's now time to share it without fear. Have courage. Know that this is an opportunity to let love reach all the parts of yourself and all the parts of your journey. Where have you stopped yourself experiencing love? Know that every facet of you is lovable, and for the world to see that, you just need to be willing to believe that it is true. The universe will take care of the rest. You know, when you learn to love yourself, you don't need the outside matrix of love at that point. You could care less if they're not going to love you, if they're going to treat you bad, if they're going to do what they're going to do, or you're going to do what you're going to do and treat them bad and not love them, then break away. Because you have, if you have the love of the divine, that's all you need. Lady Portia, overcoming limitations, karmic release, let go of the need to be right. Lady Portia's name means doorway, and she is the spiritual embodiment of justice. As the twin flame of Saint Germain and one of the keepers of the violet flame, a divine energy that can be invoked to aid transformation. She is working closely with light workers to help them overcome low vibrational energy and bust through any blockages that are stopping them from doing their great work. In her many incarnations upon Earth, Lady Portia often found herself in positions where she was a voice of justice and balance. Now she can help us uncover past karma and understand the patterns we may be experiencing now in order to unlock lessons and overcome setbacks. Her presence is powerful yet angelic. You are being guided to let go of the need to be right or to prove your point. If you are in a heavy emotional or challenging situation right now, there's a good chance that your ego is encouraging you to make decisions that are working against your growth rather than supporting you in being the light that you were born to be. If you are falling into old limitations or old ways of being, then the only person who is going to be stuck is you, and the universe wants you to be free. It may be hard to hear, but it's time to right your own wrongs in order to be energetically clear. You have the opportunity to make up for the past injustices. To do this, you have to be honest and see the parts of yourself that you've avoided in the past. This will enable you to be supported, guided, and abundant in the future. Those are perfect cards for us. I agree completely with them. It's been a really good reading, and I needed this today. It seems like when things are happening in my life, the way they're going, the cards come up and just help me through the day. Sometimes it's not all bad. You know, the cards can take us into the good. We got the sword. Oh, this is the Gateway of Light, Gateway of Light activation oracle. Sword of Light, divine protection, cord cuts, breakthrough energy. The Sword of Light is the main energetic tool of Archangel Michael, the Prince of Heaven. His name means he who is like God, and he is considered Source's right-hand man. He is the archangel who has chosen to guide and protect all light workers. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. The Sword of Light has been pictured as both a spear of light and a lightning bolt. Either way, it's a powerful symbol of truth and spiritual power. Even though it is carried by Michael, it can be invoked by all those working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations and to sever cords of fear. Joan of Arc invoked it when she was going into battle. When this card comes to you, know that it is confirmation that you are walking the path of light and responding to pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on the planet. It's also a sign that you have the opportunity to sever connections to fears and limitations. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. But you are in transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas, and fears. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated for a moment as you will be reconfiguring your circle of trust and moving into a life that is a greater alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you now. That is a beautiful last card, but we got one more. And I want to read this before too. I looked up 444 because we got a lot of fours today. And the angel number for 444 is angel guides are by your side. It serves as a reminder you're on the right path. So we had the 1717s, we had the 8s, we had the 444s. So yeah, and you know, I've noticed some of my times, like when I stop recording, it's like a 3, or it's like an 8, or it's like a divine number usually. So that was interesting. Look at the time that I stopped. I didn't plan on it. Okay, now we got the human spirit oracle. This is the last one. And what's what's interesting is, and I didn't even notice this when I pulled it. We had the Sword of Light cord cuts. Let me get something to drink. I got. Okay, we got cord cuts. We got a number 35, which is another 8. No strings attached. She's cutting. She's cutting the cords, and she's got a cord. I gotta look at this card a little better. Okay. Interesting. She's got, I wondered what this was. It's like, I'm gonna move it back because you can see it better. It's like, it looks like a little door, like doorway on her third eye, but it's thread. and she's got thread coming down over her face. And she's got scissors back here in her hair and thread coming out of it. And right here, she's got a little heart, like a little heart patch, and she's got thread coming out of here. That's a really cool looking card. I'll hold it back a little bit because I know you can see it better when I hold it back. Look at you giving freely of yourself, no strings attached. What a wonderful thing, giving without the expectations of receiving in return. When you are able to do this, it is truly an authentic act. And when we live in authenticity, we create room for others around us to do so too. You truly give from the heart with no expectations of return. This has become such a rarity these days. What a beautiful human you are. I love that. That actually makes you feel good, doesn't it? Okay, that was the last one. We got the butterflies on the page, the card. That was beautiful. This reading really touched me tonight. It was a journey of perfection and cutting cords and retreat and recharge and feel loved and hold space. I mean, it was all of that. It really told us something today. And I think that this is going to help a lot of people. I know it gave me a second wind. Today was rough. Yesterday was rough. There's been a couple rough days, but it's getting better. Okay, now that's the end of that. Oh, another thing. Put your name, your first name, and your month you were born and the day you were born near your name. So I know who you are, and I will put you in for the free reading at the end of the month. The end of the month, I will put all the names in a magic hat, and my husband will pull them. He'll pull one name, and in April, the 1st of April, I will do a personal reading for you. I will pick up your energy, and we'll exchange emails, and I will send it to you. So you'll have a personal reading from me for free. It's my gift to you. So I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.